I just want to say that what Chairman Selig and Chairman Atkins are doing and the President has enabled with his leadership is actually working. So if you look at stablecoin usage and adoption, it's increasing the usage and distribution of the US dollar at higher and higher levels than our industry has ever seen, specifically because of the Genius Act and the movement of more and more treasuries into stablecoins and therefore into more and more hands across the world. And now the tokenization of equities, thanks to Chairman Selig's and Chairman Atkins' great work and collaboration and actual work together rather than working against each other as before, is going to distribute U.S. equities globally and increase the distribution of those. So, we power a lot of these applications and companies, so we know what the numbers actually are, and they're massively increasing because we have regulators and leadership that enables the success and distribution of these U.S.-based assets. So there's actually a very real and tangible outcome that's really now benefiting the U.S. and adoption of U.S.-issued assets and the U.S. dollar. So I just want to mention that it really is working and hitting all-time highs. So thank you very much.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. What a way to start off. Sergey at the White House.
Yeah, right? Yeah, well, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. This is our second Community Monthly Pulse. We'll be covering the biggest Chainlink ecosystem announcements from the past few weeks and where things are headed. I'm Amy Hang, a Chainlink community advocate from Detroit. I've been a part of the community for about 2 years now and have been hosting meetups here and just growing the ecosystem across the US. I also know there's a lot of people from around the globe in our community, so throw in the chat where you're from, and then we'll try to give you a shout out. But before we get started, I want to congratulate Jordo. This is your 5th year with Chainlink's community advocacy anniversary, so that's a huge milestone. I do have a couple of quick questions for you before we get started.
Sure. Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. So you're based in New York. How did you first hear about Chainlink, and do you remember your first Chainlink event at all?
Yeah, so I first heard about Chainlink pretty naturally after learning about Bitcoin and then Ethereum, and then just learning how blockchains need real-world data. So when I first saw Chainlink, I think I was scrolling through Coinbase many years ago, probably 2020, maybe before that. And the synopsis said about Chainlink that it connects blockchain to the real world. And that stuck out to me compared to a lot of the other projects that I saw on the Coinbase platform. So I started to do more research on that, kind of jumped into YouTube, and then found the Chainlink community on Twitter, which was what was then Twitter, now X. But and ever since then, it's just yeah, it's been an unbelievable 5.5 to 6 years, and maybe just a few months later, there was I think it was SmartCon 0, or it was a digital version of SmartCon, and I wanted to have some part of it. So I reached out to one of the team members at the time who was hosting a watch party here in New York City, and I basically said that anything I could do to help. I don't care if it's stacking chairs, I don't care if it's picking up pizza boxes. I want to be at this event, and I want to be a part of it. So I met Josh at the time, and we really hit it off, and he invited me to become an advocate. And from there, yeah, just nonstop. It just gets better every year. So very happy to be here, and hopefully there's 5 more years in the future.
That's really cool. How fun is that? Yeah, I feel like with all these events going on, you just never know how an event can impact somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really cool. Okay, so yeah, let's jump into our key updates here. First things first, Chainlink adoption. Jordo, can you tell us about some of the key players?
Yeah, sure. So we saw a bunch of new projects and partnerships within the Chainlink ecosystem. I think there were about 12 total, which we'll go through in just a short few minutes, but nothing new. Every single month there's usually in the double digits between Chainlink adoption and integration. So again, nothing new, but very exciting to see the future of those partnerships come to fruition.
Yeah, in other words, more real assets, more compliance, and more cross-chain movement, all secured by Chainlink.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so we see projects like Aave, United Stables, Lombard Finance, Caliber, Jumper, and Glacis, and Rip.io, excuse me, all adopt either one part or multiple parts of the Chainlink service suite. So we see CCIP being adopted, proof of reserve for stablecoins, including CCIP. We have ACE, which is automating compliance and AML. And then we see in other sectors like yield protocols, reinsurance, which is insurance for insurance companies, which I thought was very interesting. There was a big integration with Nethermind becoming a node operator. We saw the state of Wyoming also tap into the Chainlink platform, which is very exciting, hopefully the first of many, along with a few others as well that we will dive into.
Yeah, very cool that Chainlink is in the background for all this.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, so
one of the things that stuck out to me was this isn't the first, but it is definitely a new use case that I haven't seen quite often over the last couple of years. We see auto loans now being secured by Chainlink data streams on Camino through Hastra Auto. Definitely a novel use case, something to look out for. I definitely want to do some more research into that and see how 1.6 trillion is nothing to kind of glance over. So a lot of big figure right there as well. Then we see, again, we see Obligate using smart data to bring on-chain NAV. This is with over $200 million in the OTFY tokenized credit fund. We have Radiant Prime using proof of reserves, which verifies reserves for tokenized investment strategies and boosts transparency. And then as well as Nilion, which is using CCIP for nil transfers on Hyperliquid and accessing deeper liquidity through Chainlink services. A lot going on this month.
yeah, 100%. Just Chainlink CCIP being a huge player here.
Yeah, I think connecting all of these different parts together is really the key unlock for these projects and applications for the millions of users that are already here, but seeing that number expand while these projects are using Chainlink services is definitely something to keep an eye out on.
Yeah, 100%.
Perfect. All right, this was one of the things that really stuck out to me as well this month with Chainlink Power and Coinbase tokenized stocks. We see here that Coinbase is using Chainlink Oracle infrastructure for tokenized stocks on their decentralized on Base, and that's going to continue using continuous institutional grade price feeds 24/7, so you can access 24/5 prices while trading 24/7, which is another key unlock. So think stocks like Nvidia, Apple, Meta, anything that you can name can now be traded on chain, on Base, powered by Chainlink 24/7.
Amazing. It's just mind-blowing.
Absolutely. Okay. Amy, you want to go into this one?
Yeah, so Robinhood chain via Chainlink CCIP, very exclusive cross-chain info here. And it enables lending, DEX liquidity, and Bitcoin-backed values on Robinhood chain. Really powerful stuff, I think. The integration unlocks access to, over 7.5 billion in Bitcoin-backed liquidity. So I think that's amazing news that Robinhood is, using Chainlink CCIP here.
Yeah, we're seeing these big players kind of use less fragmented infrastructure here to really connect. So we see, Coinbase Bitcoin, Coinbase wrapped Bitcoin, worth over $7 billion now can be traded seamlessly across CCIP using, on Robinhood chain. So we see Robinhood, has been picking up a lot of traction over the last couple of months since they started up. Robinhood already 2x their TVL since last month, and now this is just another key unlock for more users to access Coinbase institutional grade Bitcoin as well.
Yeah, I think with millions of users on their platform already, this is going to just skyrocket.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. All right. Another thing that has doubled since last month is the Great Migration using CCIP. We saw over $7 billion in addition to last month's $7 billion migrate over using CCIP. So this is going to be huge for the entire ecosystem, the growing ecosystem, both on-chain, institutional and more public setting, but definitely huge and something exciting.
Yeah, when more value like this move across chain at this scale, the infrastructure underneath just becomes really critical, and Chainlink CCIP just becoming that standard for the industry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, just Chainlink is not another bridge. It's the standard, and we see more and more eyes really focus on that and really look to secure what Chainlink brings to the table.
Yeah, so exciting.
This is also exciting. The first state, hopefully, again, not the last, but the Wyoming stable token or front migrates to Chainlink CCIP. This was over the last couple of weeks as well. This was major headlines. The state of Wyoming and their front token deprecated its legacy bridge and made Chainlink CCIP the exclusive. And I really want to highlight that word exclusive because that is really important here. Their exclusive cross-chain infrastructure for the front stable token. This was exciting. This was one of the multiple ways that Chainlink was in the news regarding national news here. We see Cynthia Lummis responding to the Chainlink tweet and also showing her excitement how this partnership can move the token, the front token, across using CCIP. So another major unlock here. This is, again, for a U.S. state. This is not just another project. This is really big and something definitely to keep an eye out on as well.
Yeah, it's a big signal because the U.S. public entity making a huge infrastructure decision like this on security grounds, and also when a state-backed stablecoin chooses CCIP after a formal review, it sets a reference points for others. So I think people are catching on.
Yeah, I think the word they used was an exhaustive review, actually, which also stuck out to me. That was really good to see too, because you really are able to understand how seriously they take security.
Yeah, that's awesome.
BitGo, so another CCIP migration. BitGo's wrapped Bitcoin now worth over $7.7 billion. Chainlink is now securing nearly 70% of the entire wrapped Bitcoin market, which is approximately $16 billion in value. That number kind of pops up a lot. We see Chainlink securing across all sectors and across DeFi, 60, 70, sometimes even as high as 80% of certain market shares. So this is just another example of the dominance here. Wrapped Bitcoin is one of the most widely used wrapped Bitcoin tokens, and now it is able to seamlessly move using CCIP.
Yeah, I mean, 70% is huge, and it's like a core in DeFi. So that's
Absolutely.
Awesome. That CCIP is just a major milestone for all this.
This was another huge headline. Very exciting news here from Nethermind, who now is a Chainlink node operator. Nethermind is the largest Ethereum client, servicing about 25 to 30% of their nodes. They migrated recently over to Chainlink CCIP, deprecating their legacy cross-chain infrastructure as well. And this is really big because Nethermind's been around since 2017. They've been around for a while. They know security. They have a very wide customer base. They have a large portion of the clients from Ethereum and their node operators. And this is just another match made in heaven, in my opinion. I think they are going to be a huge pillar within the Chainlink node operator community, and they'll be servicing data streams and CCIP as well to Chainlink Institutional. So I think one of the quotes was basically Nethermind plugs into Chainlink so that they can offer their institutional clients the Chainlink platform. And that is a very powerful statement because they really do deal with some of the world's top clients when it comes to coming on chain.
Yeah, with them being one of the largest Ethereum clients is just insane, for one, and with them helping extend Chainlink's network is just also insane.
Yeah, I think a lot can happen from this partnership.
Yeah.
Usually this stuff kind of is the unsexy part, but something that we can probably see later on have a really big impact, which I'm very excited for.
Speaking of big impact.
Yeah. So Hyperliquid and their Hyper EVM tapped into Chainlink through X stocks. This is a $150 trillion global equity market, and it is moving on chain. Now, perp traders and spot holders can operate on chain using Chainlink services and having access to, again, some of those really, really big names in stocks, and another exciting unlock here.
Yeah, we're talking trillions here, which is insane. I just can't wrap my mind around all this. I think the global equity market is just huge, and this is still so early, but the direction is clear. And CCIP is just a part of the whole plumbing process for all of this, which is amazing.
$150 trillion.
Trillion, the T.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we started today's episode with Chainlink and Sergey Nazarov at the White House, and we are going to go through some of those key highlights here. Once again, Chainlink was at the White House and spoke during the CFTC meeting. This was their first meeting here to discuss how tokenization can impact the U.S. market, the U.S. dollar, and how it is able to help solidify the U.S. in its global role within the financial system. During the inaugural CFTC Innovation Advisory Committee at that roundtable, Sergey Nazarov explained that the speed at which America comes on chain is basically how we can secure our spot as that global leader. This is kind of something that Sergey and the team has been at the White House screaming now for about a year. It's continues to be such an important topic as we kind of have stalled a little bit with the Clarity Act, but hopefully over these next couple of weeks and months, we'll see more of that and more of Chainlink at the White House.
Yeah, it's great to see this momentum building with the team being at the White House and just making a real world impact with Chainlink and improving the global financial system. So it's nice to see things move forward. Yeah,
Chainlink looks good at the White House. Next story, Andrew McCormick. He was also in Wyoming. Andrew McCormick is the head of institutional and market development at Chainlink. He joined Senator Tim Scott, who is no stranger to Chainlink as well, of South Carolina, Senator Timothy Lummis of Wyoming, and Anthony Apollo, who is the executive director of the Wyoming Stablecoin Commission, to discuss the future of on-chain finance. We also have some product updates that we'd like to share with you, starting with data streams. So Chainlink data streams access has now opened for prediction markets, market makers, and algorithmic traders can now access paid Chainlink data streams with low latency, higher rate limits, and market-specific bundles. Chainlink functions and automation also transitions into CRE workflows which will enable developers to build applications across blockchains, legacy systems, and Oracle services all in one place at a much faster rate than you would with these fragmented services. CRE is basically the one-stop shop for enabling your next platform or project.
Yeah, it's just a better overall experience for developers.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
What we've all been waiting for.
Yes. Yes. I cannot
Link
wait.
NYC.
Yes, back here in New York City. A little pivot from SmartCon and what we're kind of used to with the community in years past. Now pivoting to Link New York City. This is what probably will be one of the first of this series, but I'm very happy that it is here in my hometown in New York City once again. Very excited to connect with the Chainlink community once again. And again, just a little bit different than how it's usually structured in this one-day kind of setting, one stage, but October 29th is the day. It is an invitation-only premier event, and it's purposely built for senior executives and financial leaders. Some of the themes at Link NYC this year include institutional real-world assets, agentic finance, interoperability, financial market infrastructure, stablecoins and payments, and much more. The link is also going to be posted. You can attend, you can learn more information. Speakers are constantly being updated, which is definitely one of my favorite things to kind of look forward to and keep up with as time passes until either SmartCon or Link NYC. I love seeing that speaker list consistently grow. Some of the speakers for this year include speakers from Swift, ICE, Fidelity, Yorkville, Ives and Company, and of course, Sergey Nazarov of Chainlink. This convenes pioneering voices across banking, capital markets, institutional investing, and government to share firsthand insights on how on-chain technology is reshaping global finance. I'm really excited to see that list grow.
Yeah, there's also going to be like 10 to 12 stages designed to have conversations around these production and use cases. So it's going to be a really high level, event here.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely something a little bit different, but I'm looking forward to the switch up here and seeing that more focused type of event.
Yeah, I'm excited to get in on all this.
If you can't wait until October, we have something special for you coming up in just the next week. If you're interested in on-chain privacy, Chainlink has just the thing for you. There are now your opportunity to sign up for our Privacy Bootcamp is on the screen. It's also on the official Chainlink website. It's going to take place on September 1st through the 2nd. That is sometime next week.
Yeah, it's virtual as well. So
yeah, absolutely. Completely virtual. So if you're anywhere in the world, you have access to this bootcamp. I know that Solange and Darby and Frank run a really great opportunity for you to work and learn how Chainlink works and using the services to work on whatever you are looking to build. So if you want to leverage Chainlink to build confidential workflows, enable private transactions, integrate privacy capabilities into smart contracts, and so much more, hit up that QR code or the link and make sure to sign up on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thank you, Darby, for that Privacy Bootcamp. I unfortunately am not able to join, but I definitely will be paying attention and following along. Amy, are you able to join?
Yeah, I think I'll be there. And I think if we all get some of these under our belts, it's really going to help, shoot things to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we have a couple pieces you can check out and read if you have time. DTCC processing production trades that power Chainlink in 30 plus other major institutions, and also the Great Migration is a great read, just to follow up and educate yourself on what's going on.
Yep, and these are continuously being updated as well. It's really exciting to see it double since last month, and very excited to share next month's progress.
Yeah. Yeah, we wake up and there's more updates.
We don't even have enough time to fit all of August's updates in.
Right.
All right. So we'll use this opportunity, the last couple of minutes, to answer any questions that you may have in the chat. Amy and I are going to check that out. Darby, awesome. So Darby has a message in the chat. We'll be teaching you how to run confidential workflows with 2 banger workshops, an AI firewall audit and an automated liquidation protection using CRE's newest capability of a confidential workflow. So if you are a developer, if you're just interested in becoming a developer, this is definitely one that you want to check out, and make sure to sign up. You can sign up from anywhere in the world as well. So again, because it's digital, you can access this from anywhere you are in the world. Right, let's see. Any other questions in the chat? What are we most excited for about Link NYC? What do we want to see come from that event?
Is anyone coming to Link NYC? Anybody?
Great question.
It'd be kind of like Halloween, so that might be fun.
All right. Don't think we have any questions. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So Panda asked if there are any side events. As of right now, there's nothing confirmed, unfortunately. But if I know how Chainlink likes to hold these events, I'm sure that there will be some really cool announcements coming up. Again, nothing concrete or set in stone, but very hopeful. Let's see.
They like to give us surprises, so we'll see.
Awesome. Yeah. Panda, looking forward to seeing you there.
Awesome. Yeah.
So David asked, what neighborhood will Link NYC be in? This is going to be around the Midtown area. So this is going to be around Hudson Yards. It's one of the buildings in Hudson Yards. So it's a quick trip from downtown Manhattan, uptown Manhattan. If you can even kind of stretch it a little bit, if you want to stay in Hoboken or Jersey City, there's some public transportation that will take you pretty close to the event. So pretty easy and convenient, I would say. Yeah. Okay. Any major announcements coming? Oh, there we go. So sorry, I read that question too quickly. Let's see. So do you expect the second order effects of tokenized stocks ultimately making 24/7, 365 markets the default for every asset class? Easy answer, yes, absolutely. I think that if you had the choice between 24/7, 365 access to basically anything that you can benefit or learn from, you're going to take that opportunity. And this is just a huge unlock. And I'm sick of the old model where we are bound to trading hours, and look forward to seeing this boundless type of market 24/7, 365. So any major announcements in the coming month? I don't know for sure, Amy. I don't know if you have anything, but what I can say is just keep up on socials. Sometimes even
follow Chainlink on X. I feel like there's something new every day.
Yeah, sometimes even multiple times a day. We get hit with these major announcements. And yeah, hopefully those don't slow down. It's been a huge year for Chainlink and a huge month for Chainlink.
Huge year.
Absolutely, yeah. I think 2027 is going to be big as well.
It's gonna be insane, probably.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Awesome. Well, this was a very, very exciting and fun conversation with you, Amy.
Yeah, same.
And with the community here. August was just an insane and exciting month. And I really do look forward to September and all that is coming up in these next couple of months. So yeah, I appreciate everybody being with us here today. And yeah, Amy.
Yeah, hope to see everyone next month. Hopefully see you guys on the boot camp. Keep building. Yeah, thank you for joining. We'll see you guys next month.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.